Hello, I'm Jenni Jackson, and I am the IBCKids Ministry Director here at Emmanuel Baptist Church. Our topic for today's Advent is the Search and Save mission, and our focus verse is found in Luke 19:10. The Bible says, "For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save the lost." This reminds me of something that happened with my family not too long ago. You see, we have neighbors that have sheep and goats, and they had gotten out of their enclosure and they were wandering aimlessly around all of the different neighbors' properties. We weren't even fully aware of this until we heard all of the commotion going on outside. And when we looked out the window, we saw exactly what was happening. There were two dogs that had surrounded the herd, and they were trying to get at a helpless little baby lamb. My two sons jumped into action and they took off running out the door, and I just followed them in shock and just watched what all was going on. One of my sons was diving and jumping at the dogs and trying to pin them down and hold them down, back and forth between the two different dogs. My other son, he was using his arms and legs to get in between the helpless little lamb and the vicious teeth of the other dog. Finally, there was an opening, there was a moment. One son had one dog pinned to the ground. The other son swooped in and took the little lamb out of the teeth of the other dog, held it high above his head, and took off running for the fence. Finally, he was able to set the little lamb down on the other side of the electric fence. And I realized that the vicious dog was following him, but the other sheep and goats were following him too. And so once they were all on the other side of the fence in safety, they just trotted off back to their home with the little helpless lamb shaking but safely in tow. And I immediately stood there and thought, this is exactly what Jesus does for us every day. You see, the Bible tells us in John 10:11 that Jesus says, "I am the good shepherd. A good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep." This topic may seem to be an unusual one to begin Advent, but not really. Because you see, that's why Jesus came to earth. He came to earth as a tiny baby to be our sacrificial lamb. He came to be our good shepherd. The enemy wants to steal, kill, and destroy us here on earth, but Jesus came to take away the sins of the world and to give us life and hope here on earth and in heaven. Jesus came to seek and to save the lost. So will you begin this Advent season found in the safety of His presence by trusting Him as your good shepherd today?